Hello. Hi, I'm Rebecca Kramer, and thanks so much for joining me live. Instagram, you are in the dark today. I definitely don't have great lighting for my Instagram side of my maybe that's a little better. Anyway, so I will hopefully be able to talk to everyone here. I'm live. So again, my name is Rebecca Kramer, and I am the CEO and founder of Loud Marketing. So I have experience. I have experience with working with small business owners and entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, even rockstar salespeople. Helping them grow their business, helping them grow their leads, grow their opportunities. And today I wanted to chat with you about goal setting. And I mean, the thing about goals, like right now we're in the middle of a hey Siva, we're in the middle of a brand new year, an amazing year. It's going to be so much better than last year, right? So much better. So I think that there's lots of opportunity for us to set goals that are attainable, that we know can be attainable, and then help them stick. So some of the things that I know I want to do, I know that I need to set them so that so that I could be confident that they're actually going to happen. Setting goals that go nowhere are no good. So I definitely want to go over, how to do it, how to get there. So I actually have it's what is it called? I can't even think of it. An acronym. Why do I always forget that word? An acronym. So SMART. SMART is the acronym. I'm going to post them below after I'm done this live so that you guys can hopefully follow along with me. What I have been doing though, actually, every day, I just want to suggest that you guys do this. So I actually just grabbed a day timer and have been writing down. I'll show you, these goals are looking a little bit better, but writing down goals where I every day, so twice a day, am writing down my goals. So ideally, these are things that you're writing down and concentrating on every single day, twice a day. Extra if you're having a crappy day, to be honest. Okay, so the acronym. I want to talk about the acronym when it comes to some SMART goal setting. One second here. One second. Maybe that's a little bit better. Okay. So some SMART goal setting. So number one, so when you're setting goals, be specific. So be specific about what goals you want to set. I mean, the thing about setting goals is, I want to get into shape. No, I want abs. Like, let's be specific. I want abs. Like, let me write down the specifics of what I want. So for me, for my specific, I want to be visible online, and I want to grow my online connections and my online audience and engagement and opportunity. So that would be my specific goal. So specific. I want to be visible online, and I want to grow connections. Hey, Krishna. Hey, Margot. What's going on? Let me know if you guys have any questions specific. Jose, what is the difference between short-term and long-term goals, and should they be the same or different? That is a great question, Jose. Really great question. So short-term goals. So once I go through this acronym, this SMART acronym, when it comes to setting short-term and long-term goals, so you want to set short-term goals or targets that can actually get you to your long-term goals. So figuring out what your long-term goals are and what the path is to get there is absolutely important. So setting a short-term goal on a regular basis. And honestly, these goals, these lists, they're going to be changing constantly. They should be changing constantly, because every time you're hitting a target or a short-term goal, your end goal, your long-term goal should be growing or extending or getting or changing, upgrading, right? So certainly opportunity for you to do both, right? And we want to make sure that we are, because that will help us get to the big ones. So be specific with growing your online connections. So number 2, so I guess SMART. So be specific, create a goal that's measurable. So for me, I will go live oh goodness, did I write this? I will go live every day and 1 to 2 times per week in an organized live stream. So I think that it's realistic for me to set a goal that I will go live. I definitely want to go live 5 times a week, right? 5 business days. And ideally, I'm setting up like some sort of an organized plan where I actually figure out what people are looking for, what kind of information people are looking for, so that I can do these lives, a couple times a week, that I'm actually prepared with information that I've maybe asked you guys about, that maybe I've seen as being something that's trending, just so that I can have the ability to share relevant information. So what was the next question here? Margot says, I do 90-day runs, then monthly, then daily goals. That's a great idea. I definitely, I would say that that's a great idea. The nice thing about breaking them down is that it feels a little less daunting, right? Having so I want to make however much you want to make in a year or a month. Like, how are you going to get there? Break it, reverse engineer it. Let's reverse engineer it, which I would love to actually set another live where we can reverse engineer our goals. Like, what are we doing? What do we need to do backwards from where we want to go? So making sure that it's measurable. So for me, my measurability and what I control is me going live, right? I want to do it. I just need to make it happen, so I can measure that. Is it achievable? So is it something that I can actually do? So although I feel that it is necessary to set goals that are extreme, that are maybe even unachievable, it's also important to help yourself get there. And I think by helping yourself get there, by setting smaller goals or targets that are achievable, that you can actually get to, I think gives you motivation to actually get to the big one, right? So for me, going live a couple times planned in advance, but minimum 5 times a week, I think that's a big deal. What happens when I go live is that people can see, they can discover the knowledge that I have. So I'm going live on social media so that I can have conversations about what I'm an expert at. So what are you an expert at? Is that something that you would want to add to your list? Do you want to go live? Do you want to create video content? Certainly if you're I was going to say certainly if you're a business owner, but certainly if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, a salesperson, like someone who sells MLM, someone who does MLM, like realtors, salespeople, coaches. Like, these are all, this should be on your list. You should be creating video content, but I'm not the one setting your goals. I'm the one setting my goals. So, so achievable. So this is something that's achievable for me. I know it's uncomfortable. I just have to, I just have to actually, Doug is asking me Do I ever play recorder and sing anymore? It wasn't me, Doug. It wasn't me. I think you asked me, or maybe somebody else asked me that. It wasn't me. I don't, well, yeah, I used to play recorder. You could ask my mom, my teachers. I think I did in school, but haven't played, I used to play the flute when I was a little bit older, but, and then Shannon has a question, or love learning on what I need to apply for amazing growth. Yes, Shannon. So, hopefully, Shannon, you'll also be writing some goals. So again, just to go over, we're doing the SMART goals. So be specific, be measurable, make sure that, especially the small ones, that they're achievable, but that they're hard. Like, don't go easy on yourself, you guys. Make sure that you're setting goals that are actually a challenge. Like if I set a goal to say that I would, post once a week, that would be like, the thing is, I should be posting once a week, but that would be like not stretching me. I need to actually stretch myself. And that's what goals are for, making us go beyond okay. Do something, create goals that lead you to opportunity. So achievable. R, is it relevant? So being more visible online and showing my expertise to my audience allows my audience to see if I am, to see me as the expert. That's exactly what it does. My audience gets to see me as an expert for whatever I'm talking about. So for what I'm talking about, I talk about digital marketing. I talk about social selling. I talk about, business growth. All of these are things that I can talk about when it comes to being an expert in what I know. Maybe when it comes to building a home, I have no idea. Maybe when it comes to auto repair, I have no idea. But I betcha if I had that knowledge and I was talking about it online, other people would believe that I was an expert in that field. And likely they might think of me when they needed services. If you're teaching people and they can see that you're an expert, they're going to look to you as an expert. So it's definitely important to be visible. So that is relevant for me. And then, of course, timely. We need to set targets that we can focus on, targets and goals that we can focus on a regular basis. We, setting a target or setting a goal that you don't think about every single day is just not, it becomes irrelevant, right? If I'm writing down my goals every day, whether they're big or small, let's say that I'm writing down targets or small goals that will help me get to the large goals. I still need to be writing down those big goals. I still need to be writing down the big goals because I need to know in my head what I'm doing this for. What am I working so hard to get towards? What am I, what challenges am I facing to try to get to that goal? You need to remind yourself on a regular basis. If you think back to the other thing that I would strongly encourage is that you do get a physical book so that you can write it out, because you're way more likely to consume something and believe something if you write it down. You remember it better if you write it down. And this is information. This is actually information that you need to be storing and learning in your brain. You need to be remembering that your goal is to get to wherever you want to get to. And so writing it down and oh, by the way, as you're doing this, if you're trying to create content, it's actually a great opportunity for you to create content that motivates the people that follow you. Because writing down your goals and posting it in a story or a social media post, if you're doing it twice a day, can you imagine? That's 2 posts a day, you guys. 2 posts a day or 2 stories a day, whatever you want, whatever the case might be. I know it's hard to think of content. So this is, just another idea of things that we can be doing to get better. So yeah, so I'm really excited for my own goals this year. I would love to hear about yours. That obviously what I just went over is one of my really small goals. I have some big, ginormous. Sorry. Some big, ginormous ones as well that I would love to share with you another time. So, sorry, I'm choking, or my throat is dry. So yeah, so I would love to hear about what your goals are. I'd love to hear that you are writing them down twice a day, plus maybe once or twice if you're having a hard time, but at least twice a day, guys. Let's support each other and grow our business this year. 2021 is going to be amazing. Let me hear what your big goals are. I have some big ones. I want to hear all about them. Anyways, again, Rebecca Kramer, CEO and founder of Loud Marketing. And also, I would like to invite you, if you're not a part, to join my Facebook group, which is Social Selling Growth Masters. It's a Facebook group. And connect with me on LinkedIn, connect with me on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Rebecca Kramer. Yeah. So thanks so much for joining me. Feel free to reach out if you have questions, or if you'd like to add value, or if you want to hear me talk about something else. Maybe goal setting was totally boring and you want to hear about something else that I might be able to help you with. I'd love to hear about it. Anyways, thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.